From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is an OSU baseball update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Nathan Ruiz. Nathan, NCAA tournament announcement on Monday, Memorial Day announcement, and Cowboys are in, which I think we thought they would be, but then in hindsight, it was kind of a close call. What did we find out about how the Cowboys were looked at by that selection committee?
Yeah, it wasn't as comfortable maybe as you would think a second place finish in the Big 12 would have been. Cowboys were among the last four in, kind of similar to what they do to basketball, one of those last couple teams to get into the 64-team field. But that's all that really matters. A senior infielder, Andrew Ruiz, put it doesn't matter if you're the first four in or the last four in, we're in. So OSU's in a comfortable position where now they had to DeLand, Florida, where they'll be and host Stetson's regional. First time Stetson has hosted a regional in its program's history. So opportunity for OSU now to continue to extend its season, to kind of overcome what has been a rough May for it. Fortunately, they start the regional on June 1st, so they get over a May where they were 2-10. Really struggled pitching in the month, gave up 103 earned runs and 103 innings, so that's a 9 flat ERA. So pitching was really an issue. OSU all season long has been kind of an odd team, just statistically didn't really impress, but managed to finish second in the Big 12. That rough stretch at the end probably cost them a Big 12 title. They were more than capable, just needed a couple of things to break their way, win a game here, win a game there, and it just didn't happen. So OSU now second place team in the Big 12, the number 2 RPI conference in the country. So that seemed to be enough. That seemed to be really important, what your regular season conference finish was, and it was enough to get OSU in despite the Cowboys being only 5 games above 500. Yeah,
kind of a roller coaster of a year. Non-conference play, okay, not great, but just okay. Then they had that surge at one point in Big 12 play, and then the fall off at the end. But a 3 seed that'll play South Florida, which not the host, but they'll be sort of close to home. South Florida at 35-20-1. What's this first game look like from your perspective, Nathan? What do you see as the challenge for the Cowboys?
Yeah, I think the big thing is the arm they're going to see on the mound. Shane McClanahan, he's one of the top prospects in next month's draft. A big lefty, throws high 90s fastball, got a slider that's okay. His changeup has great late movement, so he's going to be a guy that's really going to challenge OSU's batters. OSU is among the bottom of the Big 12 in on-base percentage. So, but it's a beatable pitcher. I think Josh Holliday has kind of emphasized that to his players. Is McClanahan's record, which pitcher records are what they are, but from a motivational standpoint, it's something where you could say this guy's 5-6. He is someone we can beat. I think also you look at what they went through in the Big 12. They saw some other tough lefties. TCU's Nick Lodolo, Cody Bradford, Baylor's Big 12 Pitcher of the Year. So they've had experience throughout the season against some tough lefties and been able to put some runs up on those guys. So I think the opportunity is there to go out there and start it on a good note. Yeah,
and it'll be a Friday noon first pitch in that first game between OSU and South Florida. But then you mentioned this is Stetson's regional in DeLand, and then the 4 seed is Hartford, actually a team with a losing record. Give us a feel for this regional. How does it stack up, Nathan?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the more interesting regionals, just when you kind of consider the teams in the field. Stetson, like I said, a first-time regional host, won their regular season championship in the Atlantic Sun, run the conference tournament. So they're the number 7 national seed. National seed's now ranked 1 through 16. You got South Florida, which finished second in their conference, and then Hartford's a really interesting case because they won their conference regular season and their conference tournament, but they were 7-21 in non-conference play, which leads to them being 26-29 overall. But I think the big storyline, at least when you look at the other 3 teams in this regional, pitching. There's a lot of really talented pitching. You look at Stetson; they don't have a single guy hitting 300, but they've got a lot of really talented arms. And so I think if OSU is going to win, it's going to be by limiting their opposition. I think you could see a lot of 5-4, 4-3, 3-2, low-scoring games, and that hasn't been OSU's foray for the last month or so. Allowed at least 6 runs in 12 straight games. So if OSU is going to advance, move to its 3rd super regional in 5 years, it's going to need to work out those pitching kinks. And it's possible that this last 10-day stretch where they got booted early from the Big 12 tournament, got a chance to rest and reset, it's possible that could have been a reloading opportunity for them.
Yeah, Rob Walton tends to know what he's doing. So we'll see how that comes together. Starts on Friday at noon. Oklahoma State will face South Florida, and then that 6 o'clock game on Friday will feature Stetson and Hartford, and then losers bracket game on Saturday at noon, winners bracket game on Saturday at 6. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.